Are you not concerned about the copyrighted music that's playing in the background right now?
I'm concerned about nothing at the moment.
Okay, fair enough.
Because I really doubt karaoke tracks are that copyrighted.
Are they? They're the same. It's the same song. It's the same notes.
It's the same. We're gonna find out.
Okay.
How well the outdoor patio of Fulton Street Pub works for 12 Thoughts.
We will find out.
This is episode 13.
13. Lucky number 13.
And this is...
One of us is going to die. Sean. Stir. Captain Seanster.
Who are you? Oh, are you going to do this as the Seanster?
Nah, I'm just going to do this as the Seanster for a second.
Alright, that's cool. That's cool. Where are we right now?
We are at Fulton Street Pub, which is located on Fulton Street.
It is indeed. This is Sean / if he's wearing his sunglasses, the Seanster.
Oh wait.
Put him on.
Oh no. I've made a horrible mistake. No! I made her promise.
You didn't. My friend Sean made me promise that if I ran into the Seanster, hey, I kicked that guy in the Nards for you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I'm so glad that you did that for me.
I was in a really bad angle, so I couldn't kick as hard as I normally would. But...
Well done.
So I've stolen Jason Ryming's journal. I haven't really stolen it. He gave me permission because he wrote his 12 questions in here. Wherever the fuck they went. Here they are.
There's some number of questions in this that we'll find.
There are 12. And the first question is, what was your most recent extravagant purchase made entirely for yourself?
Usually the answer to that question is just...
I love all the cackling drunks in the background.
Yeah, that's a good ambiance to extravagant purchases. Usually it's vinyl. Usually it's a record of some sort.
What's the last vinyl you bought?
The last records that I bought was the.
Got some Celine going on right now.
There's some Celine via Jim Steinman / Meatloaf. No, I bought the most recent Gorillaz album, Humans, with a Z.
Is it good?
It's good. It's very good. The good. And I bought Hot Thoughts by Spoon. So there were two new, recent releases from this year, which is very rare for me.
Right, because you said you basically only buy used vinyl.
I try to stick to used vinyl because, in general, I'm like, if I'm gonna buy a new album, it just seems like cheating because I'm just like,
there it is.
It's the new album. I can order it, and it's no matter what. It's
is
the
it
same.
More like the
but if I find it,
for you?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
If I can find it in the wild and it's been out for a while, then I can be like, ooh, I've earned this.
So here's the next, my offshoot question of this is like, what is like the flower of your record collection? What is the thing you are most proud of having hunted down and found?
I feel like I've answered this question, maybe not to you, but I've answered this question a lot, and it's two different ones. One is a compilation album called Stay Awake, and it is a tribute to classic Disney music.
What?
It's this guy, Hal Wilner, who has been the music supervisor for Saturday Night Live for the last 40 years. And he has produced, over the course of his career, a series of albums that are tributes to various musicians, luminary musicians. So he has one that's like a tribute to the music of Thelonious Monk, and one that's like a tribute to Charles Mingus, and he did the Leonard Cohen I'm Your Fan concert.
Hey, somebody is doing Fuck You. How surprising.
Yeah, it's very unusual to hear this song sung at karaoke. Ain't that some shit? So anyway, so he did an album in the late '80s called "Stay Awake," and it's it's a mixture of jazz and rock and underground and avant-garde artists covering classic vintage Disney music. So you have things like Michael Stipe from REM and Natalie Merchant singing "Drip Drip Drop Little April Showers" from Bambi.
I want to hear this.
Yeah, it's a great album. So that's like, and like Tom Waits covering "Hi Ho," and Sinead O'Connor doing like a acoustic cover of "Someday My Prince Will Come."
So, okay, when is your next vinyl night that we get to listen to this?
Good question. We'll figure it out. We should schedule one.
We need to do that because that's amazing.
So yeah. Anyway, so that's like probably the number one.
And then you said you had a second.
The second one that popped in my head is also very cool, and it's an album called "Lonely as an Eyesore," and it's a compilation sampler for 4AD Records, which is a British independent label that a bunch of people have been on, most notably bands like the Breeders and the Pixies, and now St. Vincent.
So all those like super influential dudes.
Yeah. This is like a compilation album from the 86, 87, I think, and it has like Throwing Muses and Dead Can Dance are on two. Like they're the only band that has two songs. Anyway, and the artwork is very elaborate, and the packaging is very cool, and it unfolds, and it has like a giant booklet like you would have in a CD, but it's a vinyl, so you don't see that very often.
That's cool.
So yeah, it's a cool packaging slash rarity in terms of music, because it's like a bunch of stuff that's not on any other albums by these artists. So and a lot of it's
so bad.
Anyway,
so bad.
Yeah, that got really really in depth, and that's gonna be how a lot of these are gonna go, I'm sure.
That was question number 1.
Question number 1 of 12. God damn it.
We're at 7:32 right now.
Oh boy.
If you were a ship, what kind of ship would you be?
I'd be a
wearing
rowboat.
A captain's hat right now.
This is not planned. I had no idea about any of these questions.
No, of course, because that's the way 12 Thoughts works.
So that is a very funny coincidence.
We've had some really funny coincidences.
Would a sea-doo count as a boat?
You would be a sea-doo? Why would you be a sea-doo?
Because they're fun.
You're pretty fun.
Yeah.
I can see that.
If I'm going to be a boat for the rest of my life...
A ship.
A ship.
I feel like you would be like a cruise that like some band would be on. Like
we were just talking about, because of the hat, like I should buy a yacht and have like a business that is like karaoke parties on open waters. So
karaoke cruise.
Karaoke cruise.
The Shawnsters cruise. Question number 3. When was the last time you found yourself caught up in a story?
A story of my own or someone else's? Because
the question does not specify. How do you interpret it?
The first like interpretation of it being caught up in my own story, like just now, where I got like super sidetracked in my own
Let's talk about vinyl
story about talking about like vinyl. I could have gone on for like way longer if I hadn't gotten super self-conscious about it.
So why don't you have like the Sean Francis vinyl podcast?
That's a good question.
Because you don't have any time for additional projects?
Basically.
Sean Francis does like 15,000 things in town, and the end of this where I let people plug their projects is going to be like 5 minutes long in and of itself.
I'm going to do my best to keep it short. Yeah, no, that's basically the only reason. And also because I'm not sure if anyone would actually like want to listen to that.
I would listen to the shit out of that.
I don't know how it would. Yeah, anyway.
No, like you're an interesting person who thinks interesting thoughts, and you know a lot about really cool music. So like, yeah.
I don't know if I could make that sustain it. Like I don't know. Anyway. But yeah, so the last time I got caught up in another person's story.
Oh my God! Someone is doing Hakuna Matata.
No, that's not. Again,
that
very
was when
surprising.
He was a young warthog.
It was a young warthog, and he, cleared the savannah after every meal.
Question number 4.
I guess I got caught up in Pumbaa's story. That's the answer to that second half.
Don't we all? What would you consider your strangest strongly held belief?
In general, I try to not have
strange beliefs.
I try to not have strange beliefs, and I try not to have strongly held beliefs.
You don't have any?
I mean, I'm not saying that I don't have any, but I just I like to think that I'm not so rigid in my thinking that if I like to think that I'm pretty open-minded, and that if the most if there was a core belief that if something was revealed to me that changed that, it wouldn't completely undo my whole world.
Sure, but that's not what the question is asking.
I know what the question is asking. I'm just saying I can't think of anything.
Hakuna Matata. Hakuna Matata.
Strongly held strange belief. Strongly held strange belief.
Philosophy. Hakuna Matata.
Now I want to. This is very confusing.
Oh shit! I got it.
You got it.
Wow.
Nicely done. Strongly held strange belief. I literally can't think of anything.
Even something like people shouldn't wear the T-shirt of the band that they're going to see at that show.
Right, but
or anything.
Disagree with that.
Do you have any superstitions? Sean Francis is a completely normal person who has no strange beliefs or beliefs that are so strongly held that you can't dispel them.
Well, because also anything that I can think of is something I can think of a good chunk of people who also held that belief, so it's not that strange. So, I guess the one thing that I've had the most kickback on over time is that
Alex.
This is really frustrating because I have a couple things on the tip of my tongue, but they're not This is really frustrating, I'm sure, for everyone who's watching. So I'm just gonna go ahead and just say that
make something up.
Yeah. The Planet of the Apes that Tim Burton directed is actually a good movie. Boom.
Weird.
Yeah, I enjoyed that movie, and it gets shit on a lot. And it was one of the first DVDs that my family ever bought. And I watched all of the special features obsessively.
Really?
To learn how they made it, and that was one of the movies that inspired me to pursue filmmaking. So
okay.
It's not a great movie by any means, but I think it got shit on unnecessarily by a lot of people.
That's a fair answer to that question.
Yeah.
I will give you that one because you struggled super hard with that.
It's a real
the thing is that out of all my friends, you're the one that I would consider having I would just be oh yeah, I think Sean probably doesn't have that many weird, strongly held beliefs. Now, here's the next question, which I'm going to read exactly as it is written in this book of Jason's. Favorite figure of the early 20th century figure? Because Jason had a couple beers before he wrote these questions.
Read it one more time.
Ahem. Favorite figure of the early 20th century figure? Early 20th century figure. Who's your favorite? That's
well,
my
I want to
paraphrase.
try and see if I can answer it like more accurately.
If
as
you can
it's
like mangle
written.
the words
Yeah.
so that it matches the way the question is written.
No, the syntax is wrong.
It's so wrong.
So, early. So we're talking 1900s. The first thing that popped in my head, and I don't think this counts because I don't know if they were alive in that time period still. But
I'm not going to be able to fact check you.
first thing that popped in my head was Lewis Carroll.
Yeah, I have no idea. History is not my strong
I feel
point.
like he was late 19th century.
We're going to pretend
more
he's
than early 20th
earliest
century.
20th. So earliest 20th.
If I was gonna go with that, I would say, yeah, no, Lewis Carroll. I mean, he's just. I grew up reading Alice in Wonderland a lot, like
Really?
in different versions and like the different adaptations.
What is your favorite part of Alice in Wonderland?
My favorite part of Alice in Wonderland.
Is it like, could you walk a little faster, said the whiting to the snail, there's a porpoise right behind me and he's treading on my tail?
Well,
That's Through the Looking Glass. My bad.
no. Is it?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's not Alice in Wonderland. I'm pretty sure that's Through the Looking Glass.
No, I think it is. I think it is Wonderland because.
Or are you like a Jabberwocky type? Or
I like Jabberwocky. No, can you walk a little faster? Said the whiting to the snail. That's the mock turtle and the griffin, which is.
I thought the mock turtle was Soup of the Evening, Beautiful Soup.
It is.
He did too?
He might have.
Why has that never been adapted into a musical?
I'm sure it has. I mean,
Have
it's
you
a
ever
ballet.
heard of one?
I mean, the Disney movie technically is a musical.
But it's not like a
And-
faithfully adapted musical. There's no Could You Walk a Little Faster, said the whiting to the snail.
There was
no
a
Soup of the Evening.
movie. There's a made-for-TV movie from the late '90s that I can't remember her name, but the actress's name, but she was Deb in Napoleon Dynamite.
Oh yeah, that girl.
And she was also in Waterworld. She played Alice, and it was like just a shit ton of like celebrities, and they did like it's one of the only, if any, adaptations that I've ever seen that actually includes the mock turtle and the griffin, and it was wait, is it griffin? Griffin is half phoenix. It's like half hawk, half lion, I think.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
okay, yeah. So it is a griffin. And then the mock turtle. I don't know who does the voice of the griffin because it was all like Henson Muppets or Henson Creature Shop stuff. But the mock turtle is played by Gene Wilder.
Okay.
And yeah, so I'm pretty sure they incorporate parts of Beautiful Soup.
So rich and green, swimming in a hot tureen.
Yep. Yeah.
Who for such dainties would not stoop? Soup of the Evening, Beautiful Soup.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure they count. I'm pretty sure they touch on that.
So which one is your favorite part?
That part is actually from the book. That one's up there.
Can I have a sip of your beer?
Yeah.
Thank you.
There's also the funny moment where she goes to see the Duchess, and there's the fish guard outside, and I forget what their banter is, but she gets in like with all the characters in that book, gets in some like weird logic riddle puzzle loop and manages to like because there's two of them, there's two guards, and she manages to like, yeah, it just seems it's like this little slice is like that would have been going on everything else in those books, in that book, it has just like this undercurrent like of like they're just doing this just to fuck with her.
Right.
Like they're
yeah.
They're not actually like they kind of know that they're kind of being like obnoxious and shitty.
Sure.
But that little moment with those two guards outside of the Duchess's house feels like that would have happened even if she hadn't been there.
Yeah.
Like it seems more honest. If anything.
My mom was in a production of Alice in Wonderland in high school, and she was the Duchess. And there are pictures of it, and they terrified me as a child. I was like,
the Duchess is a terrifying character.
My mother was the ugliest thing in the world.
And that bug, the baby.
Blech.
Yes, oh, they're calling for me.
Sean Francis, really?
Yeah, and we're at fucking 20 minutes. Holy shit.
I'm gonna pause. In the spirit of just communicating what is happening tonight, Sean Francis was on deck. He was not up. So this is happening first, and then Sean will be up. And we're back.
Yep.
Question number 6. Halfway through. What is your favorite season?
Autumn.
Any reason?
It's...
I like that you call it autumn and not fall. It's totally autumn.
Well, I differentiate because I feel like autumn is like the part that's pleasant, and then fall is like right before winter.
Okay, no, I get you.
Autumn is like, I think of autumn
Jason
as
is
like...
carrying a boy over there, just... See, I don't know if you can see. This is the thing that Jason does.
You were like probably like an inch away from actually capturing it.
Yeah, probably. Whatever.
Anyway.
Jason carries men. This is his thing that he does.
Fair enough.
Continue.
But yeah, no. So autumn being the like end of summer, the leaves are changing. It's cooler, but it's still mostly pleasant outside.
Okay. What is your least favorite? Is question 7.
Smarch.
Smarch. Is that when it's March, but there's still slush everywhere?
Exactly.
Okay, gotcha. Question number 8. What is the earliest you have had to regularly wake up for a job? How about this, Dick?
I guess... like regularly being like more than one day in a row, like because I've had to be on like film shoots for like a week or so, and the call time being like 8 a.m. or something, and having to wake up earlier than that, or the call time being even earlier than that. But like the only job that I've had like at the big box retailer that sells electronics,
The one where you have to wear a blue shirt?
The one where you have to wear a blue shirt.
But you have to earn the blue shirt, I was informed?
Yes.
You have to do the path to blue?
Yeah, path to blue. You have to, but, like, the earliest you usually have to be there is, like, 10 o'clock, and except for the occasional meeting. But, I also did work study and worked at, the, scene shop, so, like, 9 o'clock. So, I had to wake up, like, usually no earlier than 8 o'clock is, like, so, I mean, I'm pretty lucky.
Do you need a cigarette or something? Okay. Question number 9 is, do you fidget regularly?
Ha-ha! Yes.
Well, ha-ha-ha! How do you fidget? Because I haven't noticed this about you.
Like, I do stuff with my fingers, or
you do, like the David Lynch, like, rub your fingers together?
Yeah, or, like, I tear out my fingernails, or hangnails, or,
yeah, my fingers are so ugly from fidgeting with them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Question number 10. What is the furthest from Michigan you have been?
I mean, just technically, geographically, it has to be LA. Yeah, never been out of the country, so I've never been farther than either the East Coast or the West Coast, and the West Coast is obviously farther away from Michigan than New York, so...
So I will follow this up with, what is the furthest from Michigan you have felt? You know, Michigan has that feel.
Yeah. I guess, like, I guess LA still counts. It's pretty
Chandler.
different. Or,
still here?
Florida. I don't know if Chandler is still here.
Because if Chandler left, it's my turn. LA or Florida?
Yeah.
It's the furthest from the snowy.
Yeah.
Question 11 is, what part of your life do you wish had been less... Oh, I'm sorry. What part of your life do you wish you had been less open about?
In general, I'm not particularly open. I'm simultaneously pretty open about most things, and like I don't know, I just don't like to talk about myself a lot.
Why not?
I feel like I'm boring. So I don't know, I just don't like being that guy.
That guy that
talks about himself a lot. Even though I like now,
but you're so
like
not
saying
that
out
guy.
loud, saying that out loud now is like I realize that almost everything that I do, like any conversation I have, I always bring it around and like, well, my experience, or like that reminds me of a thing that happened to me, so I do kind of just talk about myself in
well, but I mean, like, we're all stuck in our own heads.
Yeah.
You only get to experience the world as Sean Francis.
Yeah.
So that it makes sense that when you talk about anything, you kind of have to talk about the Sean Francis experience, right?
Technically, I guess. Anyway.
But that the thing is that, like, here's the flip side of that, is that there are people who think that Sean Francis is a pretty cool dude. And they're like...
Stupid.
Yeah, I know. I'm so stupid.
Yes, you are.
Because I'm, like, sitting here for, 28:47 at this point,
oh boy.
Asking Sean Francis about the Sean Francis experience. People are interested in connecting with other people.
True. Yeah.
And so the ones who are interested in connecting with you, they do want to hear about who you are. So why be closed off about that thing? We're getting real here on 12 Thoughts for a second.
Good. That's a good question.
Mhm.
Oh, you would like the answer to that question?
I sure would like
Fear of rejection.
Really?
Yeah.
That's pretty sad.
Yeah.
Not like, oh, you're sad and pathetic.
I am.
But, like, it's sad that, I mean, you don't develop a fear of rejection without enough people rejecting you that it becomes a fear. I don't know. I think you're a pretty cool person. Hey guys, Sean Francis, if you hadn't noticed,
Stop it.
is a pretty cool person.
Stop it.
Okay. So there's no part of your life that you've ever been open about that you wish you hadn't been? Or is it more like a regret that you wish that you were more emotionally able to be open, or you're just happy with yourself as you are?
That.
You're happy with yourself as you are?
The middle, I guess there were
You wish
two
you could be more open?
I wish I could be more open, but also there have been moments where I've been open and it's kind of, it hasn't, I guess it never actually came back and burned me in a permanent way, but like after the fact I was like, oh, why did that was like the one thing you shouldn't have shared.
I get that.
Yeah.
I don't usually give advice here on 12 Thoughts, but I would counsel you to choose the people that you are going to share your openness with.
No, and that's kind of what I've learned to do, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There are people who love you very much and who would, welcome hearing more about who you are as a person rather than just like what you like. Does that make sense?
It does.
This is maybe like a shitty thing to say, but like as I got to know you as a person, I enjoyed everything that I learned about you as a person, but I feel like you are way more of a person who gives more of like what you like than who you are.
No, that's probably fair.
This guy's cool and stuff. Question number 12. Last question. What should more people know about?
Oh boy.
I bet you have a list.
Yeah, not really though, because like people should just know about whatever they want to know about. It's like I'm super nerdy and obsessive about a bunch of shit, but like that doesn't mean that you have to be too.
It's me. Dirty. What should more people know about?
Whatever the fuck they want to.
So, Sean Francis, you have answered all 12 thoughts.
I have.
And it has been an interesting...
long-winded, unnecessarily long, and very much overly detailed.
It's not the longest one.
What's been the longest one?
Jason, earlier tonight.
How long was that?
Like 45.
Okay.
So you're
I beat you, Jason. Sit on this dick. Sit on this, cause we're having a good time sitting on this dick.
Anyway, so you need to know you fucking are awesome.
You need to know.
Okay?
No,
Wow.
seriously. You tore that up. Yeah, nobody appreciated that the way it needed to be appreciated.
Thank you.
It was fucking awesome,
Thank
and
you.
I loved it.
Well,
Yeah,
thank you.
I'm Tammy. Who are you?
I'm Kimmy. Hi.
Kimmy?
I'm here pretty much every Thursday.
No shit.
No shit.
Yeah.
Are you at home in Massachusetts? Which part?
Yeah. Springfield.
Cool. I lived on Cape Cod in Hyannis.
Dude, that's where I'm supposed to be on my way right now, but the fucking bus driver's an idiot. But anyways,
Fucking
this
bus
was-
driver.
Yeah,
bus drivers.
Fucking bus driver left me, dude.
Oh,
I know.
shit.
Yes!
Wow.
Twice!
Twice.
How does that happen? In Lansing and then again in Jackson. So here I am.
Here you are.
Dude, but no. That was the shit. You tore it up. I
Thank
loved
you.
it.
Thank
I
you.
absolutely loved it.
Thanks.
Yes. I had to say that. Okay, now I'm gonna
Had to
go
be
off the
said.
phone. It did.
Yeah.
It absolutely. No, seriously. Sometimes, people get used to hearing you, and they don't know how to appreciate it like the same kind of way. Like the first time I ever heard you, and you fucking did that.
Thank you.
You're here, guys. Massachusetts loves
Massachusetts loves me.
K-Snap.
It's true though.
this. Yeah, it's true.
Massachusetts has always loved me.
Yeah.
So, this is the part where if you have a project going on, which I'm laughing at because I know you have like 25 at any given moment, you get to plug your project. What's going on with you?
Dog Story Theater every Monday, Comedy Outlet Mondays at 7 o'clock, $5 at the door. You can sign up at any point, talk to myself or my co-host Aaron Betka if you would like to do some sort of act. We have a variety of improv, sketch, stand-up, experimental, jugglers, puppets, literally anything that can be considered funny. We have had some version of, and you just sign up for that by talking to me and Aaron and perform for the main show, or you can just come to the open improv jam that happens after the main show at 8 o'clock, which is free to the public, and you can just sit and watch or you can participate.
What else do you have going on, Sean?
I'm also in a sketch group called Late Night Grand Rapids. We have our next big show is August 25th at Dog Story Theater also, and we have some stuff in the works that I can't quite say just yet, but we will have a host or hosts plural. That might be exciting for some people, and
Like exciting on like a start away.
like they are funny. I want to go watch them.
Okay, cool.
And
All right. What else are you doing?
I'm also in a group called No Outlet Improv, and they technically sponsor Comedy Outlet Mondays at Dog Story Theater, but we also have standalone shows that we do, and the next one of those is also in August. That's the next day, August 26th, and that's going to be a continuation of our exploring
Life is a
musical
mystery.
improv, and we also will have a potentially exciting special guest for that show.
Sean, aren't you in a band?
So, no,
Oh.
not at the moment, technically. I'll play drums for you if you ask me nicely.
Hey, Sean, will you play drums?
Sure.
In a band?
Yeah, remember that time I drummed for Madonna?
Just now?
Just
On
now?
your chest?
On my chest?
That was amazing. Look
Yeah.
at what a good drummer Sean
I'm
is.
such a good drummer,
He's
guys.
such a good drummer.
Yeah.
All right, the last thing that you get to do, should you like to, is send a message to whoever is going to answer your 12 questions.
Hey, be more concise.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
So great. Bye.